Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to introduce a new software called Mitsubishi MELSOFT GX Works3. MELSOFT GX Works3 is the latest generation of programming and maintenance software offered by Mitsubishi Electric. It is specifically designed for MELSEC MX Controller, MELSEC IQ R controllers, and MELSEC IQF series control systems. It includes many features and technologies to ensure a trouble-free engineering environment solutions. Mitsubishi PLC specifically designed for motion control systems which complies IEC 61131-3 programming structures, simple easy drag and drop module list with system design, programming, debug and maintenance software. Once you install the software, let's go to the Windows and in the application you can search for MELSOFT. In the MELSOFT folder, you can find many programming structures like CPU, module logging, configuration, manual viewer and log viewers, GX Works2 or GX Works3. In our case, we are going to work in GX Works3, but you have many other things like MR configuration guides, mode change, and also in the MELSOFT application, you have GX developer, monitor tool, programming tool. Double click the GX Works3 and it will open the MELSOFT. It will take a little bit time for this application. Once the MELSOFT GX Works3 open, you can find in the project like name, open, file, open, close, save, save as, etc. And here there is some new things called open other format file, like example IEX developer formats. You can open the other projects and you can save here, and also you can convert this file here for GX Works3 Work2 formats, PX developer formats, and also GX developer format. This all it will be useful for us in the previous project series. You can take directly from here and you can work directly, and also you can save the other file format as well. And if you go here, you can find the recent projects and you can even start with the GX Works3 Work2 directly from here. From the edit, as usual, you can copy paste and everything. And if you find from find and replace, the same like other application, and you have here the other menus called convert, view, online. From the online you can read and write the application, and also you can go to the safety, PLC operations, monitor, watch, etc. And if you go for debug, you can find simulations, modify the values, etc. This everything, all these debug, online and everything we can see within few minutes, because we need to open a new project, then you can understand this. And you can see all the menus here, navigations and everything in the downside. If this everything you have option in the view, you can select this all, and in the left side you can find the navigation. In the downside you can find the progress, find results, cross reference, output and other things. And also in the right side of the menu you can find POU list, favorites, history, module and library. So you need to understand what is POU, which means program organization unit. Is a program component defined by each function. Let's start to create a new program. So go to the project and click the new button. Once it's opened, you can find here the option, the series. See, you can find here many series: RCPU, LHCPU, FX, QC, LCPU, FX CPU. So this is all the series in the Mitsubishi. So I will select one, FX CPU. See, you can find here 4 types of series like types, and you can find the programming languages: ladder, ST, SFC and function block diagram. So we will check one by one now. If you see RCPU, you have a very big list. You can find here there is different types of controllers. These all are different model controllers, so you can select any one of them as per your project requirements. And if you go further for another model, LHCPU, you can find here three different types: L04H, 08H, and L16H. And also similarly you have the same programming language. And if you go FX5 CPU, you can find here only one type. And if you go Q CPU, you have only one model. There is one series only. Similarly for LCPU, and for FX CPU you have also one types only. And NCCPU you can find R16 N6. And the programming language you can find only ladder logic, because you cannot do for other different types of program language. So in our case I can select FX5 CPU, FX5U. You have here many choices for programming language, but in our case usually we will go with ladder logic. Click OK, then it will start making the programming, like it will start opening the library for the new project. So you can find here in the left side, it already automatically it will create it, and you can get one warning message. It is asking you to change the module settings. If you need to change the module settings, you can double click, it will go directly to the options, and you can find here all the project options, project editor options, like you can select, you can change the some of the options, like the ladder editors, STFBD, and everything. You can select all the options in each and every brand. You have these options, but here it will come directly from this directly when you are creating new time, like a new program. At the time it will ask you to, if you need to modify the application, you can make at initial stage. And also this option, it is available in two places. I will show later on. And if you find here, you can find all the settings here, parameters, monitors, and also if you need to go for online settings, write to the PLC what you need, how you need to store, if you need to store in the PLC, yes or no, turn the PLC from stop during the write, yes or no, like this. So you can select the options what you need as per your convenient. And if you go for converters, in the settings you can find the convert, basic settings, online program change, output result settings, and also simple motion. Because I told you before, Mitsubishi is specially designed for motion control, and especially for industrial application, like not mainly for industrial application, it is mainly for the smart factory applications, And if you go further down, you can find here, see, I just give OK, and you can find, see, it's already automatically it's created the POU list, like that is program organization unit list. So you can find all the instructions in that list. Okay, if you drag down, you can find this is specially designed for the programming list, like example for the instruction list for your program. Okay, but as per your convenience, like example now, see, you can see your timers and everything, all the favorite buttons available also here. For ladder logic, for bit operation, you can find here bit, device shifts, out instructions, set device, etc. And if you go further, you can see timers, counters, transfer data, arithmetics, everything. So this everything, it will be automatically, it will be taken through the libraries, and it will be when you are open particular application from the left side. Example, if you open the program, it will show you in the right side the same types. But if you need to change, for example, hardware configuration, see here you can find all the hardware modules configurations and everything. So this one we will see soon. And in the program, it's automatically created as a default. If you are if it's opened with the ladder logic, so you can find all the inputs and outputs, contacts and everything. It will be directly, it will be appear here. So you can find here normally open contact and normally close contact and everything. In the left side, you can find in the like module configuration, double click the module configuration, and it will ask you to, it will give you warning usually. And once you give OK, and it will open the module configuration of CPU. The same you can find in the devices as well. See here in the last previous menu, see here you can find the parameters, CPUs. If you can find all this parameter of the CPU, and see here the CPU parameter. Same, you can, if you click the module configuration, it will open the module configuration, or you can open from these parameters. for the CPU, you have all the functions which you have. Example, if you need to expand your module, you can expand from here. See here in this module information, right click the module information, add new modules if you need. See, it will open the right side. See, it will ask you to open new module, and you can select communication adapter or analog or digital inputs, digital outputs, and which digital input you need. So you can select from this also. And similarly, if you go for this module configuration, you can select from the right side of the menu. See here, you can select in the POE list, automatically it changes to the module configuration. See here, and you can find here all the inputs. See, I can drag and drop easily, and which point you need, example which input you need, you can select and you can just drag and drop. And if you go for the output, digital output, I will select one of the digital output, 16-bit relay output, just drag and drop this output. See, it's added automatically. Say, so once you have the analog input also, just add the 4-channel analog input. For this module you have only the 4 channels, so you can add this any one. So you can add, it is very easy, drag and drop, and you can, if you click each one, not you can find the specification of each module. And for this, for digital output, and this is for analog input. So once you complete the hardware configuration or module configuration, and you can find this one in the list of the left side after the parameter. Now we need to go to the next step. Before moving to the programming, we will check the menus. Here, if you see now edit, you have many things now. It's add new row, new delete row, insert columns, and in the ladder symbols you can find open contact, close contacts, coils, pulses, and also you can find rising or falling pulse, etc. And even you can find the structured text, create function block, IO arguments, documents. If you have anything, you can find the document, and also EC edits, etc. And if you go further, you can have the import and export to file. If you click this export to file, see, it will ask, give you error because you cannot convert until you can recompile the application. So this all things, it will be appear after you create the program. Okay, and also if you see find and replace, you can find now lot of options. And also if you go to the convert, see now if I'm giving convert, it will see, it changes the application. And if you see now again export, see, it is now enabled, because you need to first convert the application, and it will be automatically changed to export your files easily. See, now I already exported, and I can find the files now. And if I click, see, you can find this program. So it is very easy to import and export the CSV files for your program logics. And even you can export here, and you can take this one file to the another project, and you can import very easily. And these options here, see, you can find rebuild all. And once I rebuild, I can find here downside, see, in the progress you can find the result. See, now there is no error and no warning. And if you see again, I will show you, if I rebuild, see here, it will be appear here. See, it will show you the program. If there is anything error, you can find very easily. And if you see, you have other options called check index, syntax, and you can find for current program or all the other programs also. So you have many options here. And here, if you see here program file settings, you have you can select your main program, which one you need, the same program body, or you have another one, you can make a main program, that one. And if you see settings, the same options which appeared at earlier, it will appear the same things. Okay, so you have here also, you can change the settings options. And if you go for view, you can find, you can select this view, it will be appear directly in your navigation, like in this upside menu. And you can add what view you need in your navigation. So this all, it is optional, like you can add in your front page. Okay, and if you go for online, And you can find here read from PLC, write to the PLC, verify with PLC, remote operations, safety operations, and everything. This everything I will show in online or simulation mode. And even you can set the clock, monitor functions. You have here, see, you can have the monitor function for monitor mode, monitor write, start all monitoring, stop monitoring, and also you have buffer and everything. And even you can have the watch, and also you can see in the debug you can find start simulation. If you click this one, it will automatically simulate this application. I will show you this soon. And if you see, you can make the recording also. And if you go further, you have diagnostics. Here you have a lot of functions. See, here in the diagnostic you can find the monitoring for the diagnostics, and also the communications for Ethernet. See, all the communications you can find here directly. If you go further tool, you can find here memory card, check program, check parameters, and even you configure your memory size in the offline. And you have other functions called logging configuration tool, real-time monitoring function, GX video viewers, firmware. You can update your firmwares, and also you can find lot of options here. And here also you can find the same options here. And Windows as usual, you have cascade, tile, etc. And the help, it is very useful file in the help. Actually I will show you in the at the later stage. Now we can focus in the program. So you have here program. In the left side you can find here there is many functions inside: initial, scan, main, program, local label, and program body. So this everything it is supported for that. And label, here the label means tag. And if you go to the program body, you can find here the first step of the program, ladder logic. So this is the first step you have to add. See here in the upside you can have, you can press F5, or you can click there, and you can take anything, normally open contact or normally close contact or anything, and you can directly give the description. See, for my case, just I will add X0. X0 means input number 1, physical input. See, it's added directly. If you click the X0, it will not ask you anything because it is physical input. So you need to first understand the data type. And if you select for Y output, I just give Y0. Y0 means digital output for the physical device. So now I just added one input and one output for your digital input and digital output. So what I will do now, I will save this project. So just go to the right click, like just control save, control S, or go to the save, and you can give the name called anything like text1. In my case I will give test1. Okay, once I give the file name test1 and give the save, and it will ask you to fix. Okay, just it will ask you one warning, and just press OK. Once it's okay, see, it will ask you to it will show you the all the details, like example versions, when you created, what is the software versions and everything. So if you need, you can see, even import the files, and even sometimes you see in the help you can import, and you can keep some files also here. It is possible. So in our case I just added test1, and if you see here, I did not find the output, I did not find any error. See, now in the ladder logic we already put X0. Na? This is physical input, I already informed you before. This is digital input. So I will change now pump start. Once I click, it will be open as a local variable now. See, once I will change, because I need to simulate now. So I will change this one to local variable. And for the instead of Y0, I will add pump start command. So once I click this one, it will ask you, this is like a local variable, and it's created. See, and I will save the application now. Once you save the application, see, you can find this in debug. Okay, in the simulation you can start the application. Once you started, see, there is some error, because you did not still unable to write the application, because of you did not convert the application, and converted it's not once you converted, it will be automatically work for you. So currently it's not converted, na? so you cannot able to make a simulation in this stage. So what I will do, just see, you don't have option in current situation. I did not able to close. I will just make minimize only. Okay, see, just I will make minimize. They go to the convert or press B, it will be automatically converted to the, see, it's already converted and there is no error. After you make the convert, what I will do, I will rebuild the application, or it's not required to rebuild. Once you rebuild at one time, it's okay for us. Just you just need to make the convert only. See, after you make, still it is error because you need to restart or reset the application. Like you need to close the simulator and open again, then only you can solve. See, even I tried run, stop and reset, it is not appear. So what I will do now, I will close this simulator and open again. See, I have option here, stop simulation. Okay, see, it stopped. Again, what I will do, I will go to the debug. See, this is for real-time PLCs. Okay, just go to the debug and in the simulation, again start the simulation. See, once you started, it is directly write to the PLC. See, it is writing directly to the PLC. PLC means simulator PLC. Okay, now once it's completed the application, you can find here CPU parameter, remote password, module configure parameters, and write to the PLC. Everything it's completed. You can find here, see, it is started automatically. So it is powered on, the power is run mode, and you can find here to start. See, if you find this application is in the simulator mode, and you can start now to simulate the application. How I can simulate? Just go the double. If you double click, it will go only the find mode. So where I can find this start? See, you have option in this. See, you have here start simulation, everything here, and also if you make a view here directly, you can find in this menu bar itself. Like you can find for this PLC. But in my case, I need to be find this one in the menu. Which menu I can find this application? Just you need to be, so we need to be check all the menus before that. So you need to, then only you can understand what is the function of each menu and where it's already applicable or applied. So see, the right click, you can find only online debug. From there also you can find this. See here, these are have other things like cross reference, device list, data flow and registers. Here you can make a watch list, but you can here you can just see the updates like what is going on in the program mode. Okay, see here program, and you can find here data type is bit, and you cannot find other detail. And see, if you add the same pump underscore start here, you can start and stop from here itself. Like you have option for on off toggle update. Okay, you can make in the watch list, and you can find, maybe you have like many rungs, you need to find particular rung, you can start from here in the watch one, and you can add many watches also, watch 1, watch 2, watch 3, like that. But where now I need to modify this pump start to 0 to 1. Either you can see, you can monitor here also pump underscore start. Once I click, see, it's added, but I did not able to see anything like in the display format, data type, or nothing is there. There is no values, so I cannot able to make to check this one. So where I can find this option? If you go to the online, see here you have option start monitoring all window. Okay, this is good. Like you can see only the monitorings watch on and off only, but the real thing where you have. So this is a very tricky point here. So you need to find, see here, debug. Yeah, see, now when I give start, it's automatically start, but you did not see in the watchdog. I will explain this watchdog later stage, but in our current situation, you need to go to the debug and you need to start and stop. Okay, so if you find, see, in the debug you have here modify value. or you can press shift enter. Okay, once you press shift enter, select the particular like a coil, like a particular contact, and give shift enter, or you can press modify value. If you modify, it will be automatically change the current value to example, if it is normally open contact, it will go directly to the close contact. If it is close, it will go to the open contact. So you can modify the value from that place. So this is the options you have in MELSOFT, and this one you can find in the downside also. See, here you have many options inside the menu bar, so you can find this option as well. But in our stage, you can directly go to the debug and you can press this or control a shift. So after you complete this one, see here you have this all the variables which you created, you can find in the local label. In the local label you can find the same bit. See, even if you go here, you have show detail as well. If you press, you can find many things like initial value, and also you can, if you are very familiar with this software, you can directly make from, you can monitor all the watch list, and you can create the watch list in the left side, and you can add and make the simulation of the each and every signals. In current stage, just we can, for the basic understanding, just click directly from the debug and make the simulation. And from the left side, see, you have many options here in the device commands, and also if you go further here, you see here in the local labels, you can find the same tags which you created, and also you can create in the many places, like this is the log, and I will show you later. And if you go further here in the, see, in the debug, see, you cannot see the modify value, because this one you cannot modify directly, but you can find here change history of current value. See, here you can find all the current history values. Maybe one pump it started 5 times, 10 times, you can find everything in the history. Okay, so this is the one of the beauty of that history for the changes values. And now in our case, just I need to modify now this application. How I can modify? It is possible to modify directly, or I need to change. Like I need to go to the stop mode and I need to modify. So there is two ways. See, if I click here directly, I cannot able to add the values. See, if I click this one, or it will go directly to the find mode only. So I can search, but I cannot able to add the values now. See, you can make only find. Okay, now I need to modify the application in this mode. Now I need to modify the application in the run mode, or in the offline mode. How I can modify the application? Just you have here, I told you before, in the menu you have lot of options. Okay, you need to find that option. Okay, to modify the application. For that, or before that, just I am planning to stop the simulation. Okay, because I need to add one more normally close contact here directly, so I need to close the application first, then go to the edit, and you can find here ladder edit mode, that is Z. If you press the Z, you can find here read mode and write mode. Now I can modify the application, because in the read mode you cannot modify the application. This is very important point in the MELSOFT GX Works. So see, now I can add normally close contact directly, and I will add a local variable again. See, now it's added, because in the if you are in the not in the edit mode, you cannot modify the application. So this is very important when you are doing the application, like when you are making the application, after you convert and download the application, sometimes you cannot able to modify the application because of this reason only. Just before that, you need to understand, in the edit mode, See, I will just make rebuild the application. See, now it's already rebuilt. So you need to find this one in the edit mode, and you can modify the program in the edit programs. So now I will save the application. Again I will make the simulation now. So once I completed, see, already you given the convert before itself, na? So if you need, you just give the convert again. And in the online, see, if you need to download the application directly to the PLCs, you can find here. But in our case, we will go to the simulation mode. Just I will convert the application, and you can find here the many options. See here, and I will start again the simulation. So start system simulation or directly to the simulation. Okay. For before that, I will make again the converter, and I will go to the debug, go to the simulation and start simulation. Once it's started, see, it will be download again, and it will configure to your simulation mode. So once it's completed, you can find, just click OK, and you can find here pump, like a power run. Okay. Again I will go to the modify, and I will change the pump status to start. See, now the pump started. And if I need to stop, I just press another like modify or shift enter. It will automatically stop the pump. See here. So you can make the simulation directly after the simulator. You have the option called modify value or shift enter. So this is the overview how to make the simulation and how to check the program. Now we can check move to the locals label. See, here you can find the local variables which you created earlier, and you can find the complete list in this local label. And also if you need to modify here, it will be directly modified to your application directly. So the variables, if you need to create, you can create first here, or you can create directly from this application. And once you save the application, you can find this one here in the either in the local label or in the program directly. And if you go further, you can find here the other options called fixed scan, and this one will be useful for your program because already we use this one in normal scan. You can use in the fixed scan or event or standby, no execution type, and registers program. So you have many options in the program: initial, scan, fixed scan, event, standby, no execution type, and unregistered program. So this is very important. Where you are creating the program, you need to understand first. Okay, this in the program section. And if you go further, you can find here FB or function. Okay, this one we will cover in the later stage, in the later videos. And from here you can find here, see, another one called global label. What is the global label? See, if you double click, you don't have anything, but this global label is very important if you need to be, because there is two labels like local labels and global label. So this global label, you can export this one to the other program as well, and it will be stored. See, you can see here in the downside, they already mentioned the reservation to register or release for the system label, reflection to the system label database. You can store this one in the database as well. And here you can see here M global label. This is also similar to that. See, you can find here in the structured data types, you can find many data types here. It's already there in the structured data type. See here, you have many options, and it can be utilized during the later program stage. And currently you can understand this all what they have exactly inside the application. So this is only for structured data type, and see here you can find all the module types here. This is very big list. See, you can find all in the structured data type. And if you go further down, you can find this one called data device commands you can find here, each program commands. And if you double click that each program commands, you can find here this very important place, because you need to find all the your labels commands here. If you I will explain this one soon again. See, if you go to the device, see here, you can find here the same things in the main. Okay, here you have all the labels. The labels here I told already, it is like a tag. Which tag it's already there in the reserved, and which one you used. Everything you can find in this list. Okay, because this is for device name, and this, if you click here in the parameter, you can find here system parameters. So you can find here three things. One is device parameter, device command, and a device parameter and system parameter. If you click here, you can find here which one is used and what is the register size and everything. So you have a lot of free registers available already. It is created in the program itself. You can utilize directly. Example, if you keep D0, it will take directly from this register. Example, you can, I told you before, no? You have options called X0, Y0, M0, D0, and system S0, like that. So you can utilize these registers, all the here the registers I told already, the name called parameters or label. So all the registers you can find from here in one place also. The device name, and they have detailed conditions. No? From the device name, you just change the name X0 or Y0. You can find, you can search the directly the labels. I will show you now. See, and also if you go here in the CPU, see here you can make your CPU settings in this place. Okay, if you see here, you can make a setting for your CPU, name settings, operation release settings, and you can run the contact operation like run at contact on, or even the clock. And also you can make interrupt settings, how much settings you need for interrupt. Example, you have a default 100 millisecond, you can change that values, and also initial value settings, memory device or settings. You have many points here, see here, and also the capacity of your CPUs, and also the total points 2048 for global, and pointer label list and everything. So if you need to add more, you can add from this place. So in the CPU, it will automatically change. Default, this is the default values. If you need to add more values, you can modify very easily. So this will be very useful during the like if you need a very big program or small program you need to modify, you can modify based on this application CPU parameter settings also. So this is very important, and this one already we seen before. And this CPU module configuration, you can configure your settings. And for this very important point, because in this Ethernet port you can change the CPU IP address and everything. See here, for your CPU of your module, you need to make your address for IP address for the CPU to make a communication between the PLCs and your laptop, like our programs. You can if you are not doing directly through the USBs, you need to make your default IP address, or you can change this one here, and after that you have to use the same IP address to make the communication between the PLC and the PC. So this is a very important point. You have to configure your Ethernet port in this place. So once you configure the IP address, see it's become green ticked. So this means it's already configured and you can utilize. And also if you need to configure the CC link, that is the protocol used, like you can use the directly from these places. network configuration and also Modbus TCP settings. You can utilize this one directly. So if you have many other options here, see here, you can find that display status, whether the TCP is connected with or used or not, everything you can find from these places. And if you are not planning to use the Modbus TCP, you can make not use. Otherwise, you can configure the Modbus TCP connection here. And also you can find the MELSOFT transmission port, UDP, TCP, used or not used, everything. There is many options you can modify as per your convenient. So in our case, I will keep everything default. I will add the IP address of our PLC. Once I completed this IP address configuration, I will close this Ethernet port. After you complete the basic settings, we can see we have another option called application settings. What we have in the application settings? See, once you click, you have here FTP server setting, FTP client settings, web server settings. You have many options like time settings, security, IQ, sensors, solutions settings, etc. So you have many options here to make a settings, and you can make everything, you can keep default, and you can now you will go to the RS485 communication. See, if you need to make RS485 port enable, you can enable from this place. And if you double click for high speed IOs, you can configure our input and output configuration. Like if you need to add, see here, configure the high speed counters, you can add from here directly. You can configure your digital inputs and digital output for high speed. This is very important point for in the Mitsubishi PLC, because this one will be used for motion control and for high speed controllers for sensors. So it can be utilized in this place, high speed IO controllers. So, and you can find here, see, there is many options here. For high speed counters, channel 1, channel 2, you can configure which channel you need to be configured. So this is very important. And if you go further here, the expansion module, I already explained before. This is very important. To if you need to expand the module, you can make either configure from directly from here, or you can right click and add the module directly. See, I can add directly the expansion module, expansion board, and it will be directly through the MELSOFT connections. So you can make expansion if you need, and it can be added directly from this place. And if you go further, you can find memory card parameters. This memory card parameter is used to configure our memory card settings. And if you go further for module information, you can find this module, like if you need to add more modules, you can right click here, or you can go directly to POU list. So this is very important, you need to understand. If you need to add the module, you can go directly to the CPU parameters downside, CPU module informations, and you can add your module additional, or you can directly right click in the module config, like you can click the module configuration, add directly from the POU list. See, I can add directly from this. See, it's added directly. No? There is 2 modules. It's already added. So you can right click and add directly digital input, see digital outputs and analog input, etc. from directly from here, or you can directly add from the POU list. And if, for finally, you can see this is remote password. This is not currently used. So you can go directly, so you can find all the module configured, see here directly. And also I told you before, you can add directly from this POU list, not in the module. See, in the module you can find only the You can see you have already here. Okay, you can select directly from here, but the best way you have to go to the POE list and you can drag and drop from here. See, you can drag the device and it will be added directly. You can add whichever module you need for. See, you have there is different things like communication adapter, the expansion, power supply module, input outputs, temperature controller, multiple inputs, motion modules, simple motion, pulse inputs, information module, network module. There is many things. So you can add which module is required in your program, because this Mitsubishi PLC, I told you, it is mainly designed for factories, and it is mainly designed for speed controllers, motion controllers, and also for specific functions, like mainly designed for the machines. So they have a lot of functions inside the application. So you need it is very useful for us to understand all the functions. Now I will go to the another chapter called help. Why it's very important in Mitsubishi to check the help? Because yeah, they have a very beautiful document in the help section. If you click the help, you can find the complete operating manual, and you see here it looks like a very professional way, and you can find all the details like step by step. You can find everything, how to read, how to write the PLC, see structures, for diagnostic functions, and everything. Before this project, you can understand what they have exactly. And why I am opening the help, because you need to understand the data types here. So I will explain this mainly for that. And before that, just you can see here what they have in the overview. And from this help, you can find fundamentals of GX Work3, and you can the project management. This is very important one, because on the project management they mentioned the complete step by step. See here in the left side, you can find here program, internal, scan, and execution type, program title, and the items and the description very clearly, step by step. So you can understand every step, what is this exactly. Example, what is this 7, example, the program body SFC diagram, you can find in the this place, like in the program body in the 8, and they make the number in the left side, and you can find the item in the right side. So it is very easy, and you can find, if you have any doubts, you can check directly, and also you can make a search from here. And also if you go to the creating the project, this is the first step, and opening the project, opening the other projects, everything, you have the complete help file. And the main thing, if you go to the fifth, register labels. See here you have 4 types of labels. This means 4 types of data you can register in your application. Example, local label, global label, system label, and module label. And each one they mention the description for each. Example, local label means it can be used in the each program in locally, and global means you can use in the other like not only in the same application, maybe if you used in the different place, you can utilize this global. And also you can use the system labels and everything. So you can find all the details. See here, you can find here the types X0, D0, D1, D20, M1, etc. So there is different types of program structures, so you need to understand that one also. So this is very important to understand how we are using this structure data. Like example, the data types, what you are using exactly. See here, you can find here M0, KM0, D0, and you can find X0, X3, X0. You need to understand first. X0 means physical input of digital input. Physical digital input. Y0 means physical digital output. What is that D? Device data. And what is that SM? System data, like S. So you need to understand all, and also if you go further, you can find here the simulation, how the simulation is working, and see here they make step by step. So you need to understand first these all things. If you have time, please go to this help menus, and you can find lot of options here, and you can understand more things about the simulations, system modules, CPU. See here, you can in the each CPU they mentioned already clearly, and how you can connect, and what is the, like, you can connect either through the serial or USB or through Ethernet, and which type of protocols it will support, and if it is above 30 seconds, what it will happen. So they mention all and everything step by step, but we have lot of like pages here, so you cannot go like check everything. So which what you have doubts, you can check directly from here, and if you see, you can find here the connection to the redundant system. It is very, they mentioned very clearly, there are two systems. One is system A, system B. The system A, it is connected to the system B directly through the, here you have one CPU, one communication module. If you see the second one, you can find in the one system itself, like one rack itself, you can find two CPUs, and it will connect it together, like one is for control and one is for standby systems, and you can connect together. So you have many options to make the redundant communication. So this is another beauty in these manuals, because you can find everything here, and it will be very useful for us to during the diagnostics, during the maintenance, during the if you have anything like you need to be checked, you can directly verify from this manual. So I hope you understand this all. I hope you enjoy this video. This is the first Mitsubishi PLC video. Still, I am planning to make a lot of videos in the Mitsubishi PLC. If you are interested, kindly comment in the comment section, and like this video and share to your friends. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.